people, welcome back to my YouTube. It is your girl Honey. Welcome back people, welcome back. And those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel. We talk all about astrology over here and we like to dive deep. So make sure you guys click that like, share, subscribe, and also the notifications bell. Click that immediately. Anyway, today we are talking a little bit about having a 12th house moon. I was supposed to complete my 12th house series. I'm still going to add stuff to it. Obviously, I'm going to keep making videos for you guys. So let's just talk a little bit about the moon. The moon is your emotional fulfillment, foundation, home, security. It's your mother, your family, your home. But it represents complete intimacy, your most intimate moments. Not a lot of people get to see our moons unless we are emotionally triggered. The 12th house is the house of our unconsciousness, your escapism, your solitude, your isolation, guilt, worry, fear. Past life trauma comes through this house here. And anything that is placed in this house, I always say, becomes very, very suppressed. But when the moon sits in this house, I know that you guys have a really hard time of being seen, of being understood. Anything in here doesn't get understood by people outside of ourselves, and sometimes even, ourselves, we can't really see how we are dealing with our emotions properly. Let's just start off describing mum a little bit. People who have their moon in their 12th house usually have a mother who they may have had to take care of. A mum could have a health issue, could be a substance abuse issue, alcoholism, mental health as well. But a mum that is struggling. And what happens is you had to suppress your emotions growing up as a child to aid your mum. It becomes learned behavior, and you're learning to just, you know what, I don't have to deal with my emotions right now. I have to deal with other people because I've learned to take care of mum first, take care of family first before I can take care of myself. These people are so used to suppressing their emotions. And I always say this house is the energy dustbin. You guys attract other people to you who like to emotionally offload onto you. They want to just be so expressive and tell you everything about their personal life, their family situations, their emotional triggers. 12th house moon people know everything, okay? And a lot of the time it's because you feel this obligation to have to help heal people because of what you've gone through growing up. And even if you haven't gone through having to kind of help mum growing up, at some point in your life you will have to help her, be her support. In some cases, some people may go through foster care and adoption and may not have any clue about where they come from. Because remember, this is the house associated with Pisces. Pisces ruler is Neptune. We are seeing someone who can be very confused in terms of what their history or what their background is. We can have a mother who treats us so badly. You still can't let her go. I'm not saying you have to. There are boundaries. And 12th house moon people don't understand how to affirm your own emotional boundaries. A mum can very much take advantage of you as a person. A mum who isn't aware of her own boundaries. And what happens is, again, you grow up with this learned behavior. And that's where we see the idolization coming into play as well. Idolizing your mum. Idolizing and just fantasizing about her being a great mother to you at some stage in your life. Idolizing other mothers. People who have their moon here may not have the best relationship with children. I don't mean like other people's kids, it could be. I usually link it to your own kids. And I'm pretty sure there will be other aspects in your chart that will indicate why children may be a little bit of a fear for you. Having a 12th house moon is one thing. It can be in Scorpio. Pluto can be an aspect and can be an aspect. There can be Chiron in your 5th house. There's a lot of different things that will contribute to there being a fear of having children. Because this is the 12th house, it could also stem from a karmic issue, something that happened in your past life or even in your early years. In some cases, I found people to deal with dying in childbirth losing a child, having a child that betrayed you, and really putting you through a lot of pain in your past life. And that's why in this life it's like, nah, I don't want to have kids, I don't like kids. One thing I have found is a lot of 12th house moon people end up, this is very similar, Cancer in the 12th house, what I'm about to say. These people end up working in nursing homes, working in hospitals, being nurses, but most of all, midwives. A lot of these people don't have kids. They're helping women birth their kids into the world. And I've noticed this to be crazy common, but if you ask them, do you want to have kids? Oh, I don't know, I'm not really sure. And they're in their mid-30s and it's like, honey, are you not ready? These people see the traumas of childbirth. They see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And some of them, yeah, it makes them want to have kids, but others, maybe not. It can be frightening. They still idolize the experience. They still idolize the idea of being able to produce, to be able to give birth, to have kids. Even in terms of the men, we do see a man who may have a fear of having kids, issues with dealing with his most intimate emotions, a man who may have issues with women. A lot of 12th house moon people do have issues with people because there is a fear of showing everybody how you want. A lot of this fear is because growing up you may have experienced people saying or not understanding your emotions. When you express yourself, it's like, what the hell is that? People take it the wrong way. That's the problem. When you have 12th house energy, people take it the complete wrong way. They don't understand your emotions and how you are trying to feel or express. It's confusing to them. It can also be confusing to you. You know what the best way is to get someone to understand your emotions is to be in an intimate setting. The lights are low. It's a very small room, an environment where it's just the two of you. And you're both sharing experiences. They're telling you their sob stories, what they've gone through, and you're able to share yours. It needs to be a very intimate environment for that person to really get you. And in the worst case scenario, this won't be relatable to absolutely everybody, but there can be something going on here. We can see mental health issues come into play. Mental health issues can stem from multiple different things. I do have a video where I speak about mental health placements. Click that up here should you wish to watch it. And because this is the house of idolizing people, especially if Neptune is involved here, we can find someone who can have personality disorder, among other disorders, where they are not quite aware of how to deal with their emotions. They respond to their emotions by mimicking how other people may respond to their emotions. I don't want to say identity, but there is a little bit of a loss in terms of connecting with how you truly deal with your emotions. For me, for example, I'm a Capricorn 8th house moon. I am extremely intense in my emotions. Yeah, I'm intense. And I know to stay in my little hut, in my home, my own space, alone. That's how I deal with my emotions, and I get past it. I get over it. I'm never down for too long, but I get over it. That is how I deal with it. 12th house moon person can deal with it by pressing how they really feel and portraying this happy, bubbly personality and being very happy. Then actually, not really that happy because they're suppressing it. They're just not dealing with it. And when you are suppressing, this is where we see high functioning depression coming into play. High functioning depression is people who suppress their emotions and how they're really feeling about things and hide it by having fun, by being busy, by just getting on with life, but not dealing with the true cause. Again, in the worst case scenario, it can turn into personality disorder, where you are able to pick up on other people's emotions, other people's personalities, other people in general, almost become a part of them. That you guys may idolize, you guys may choose to behave in that same mannerism. This is a very challenging placement for the moon. However, these are the healers. These are the healing people. You can also see a lot of psychic abilities that can come through the 12th house, an ancestral inheritance or this gift coming from somebody else, or family. So people, that is my interpretation of 12th house moon. I hope you guys have thoroughly enjoyed it and I will see you guys next week. All right, take care. Bye.